And welcome back. Okay, I've done quite a bit of selling, so now we are at nearly 55,000 crowns, which is a pretty nice number. We are doing pretty well with the other supplies as well. So let's head out. So I'm thinking we finally try to find some barbarian camps that pose a little bit of a challenge. So let's start heading vaguely in the northern direction. Start by going to Finsterstad here. If there's like a caravan going north, then I suppose I will take it. There is not, however. Kind of hate it how it throws you out of the settlement with some of these events. Anyways, I don't suppose we'll do anything here. I'll take a look at the prices though. Okay, well, that's a good talk. I am also at 11 out of 12 for the taxidermist though. So I could make something here instead of crafting it myself. Like a large quiver of bolts perhaps for Sütze here. Yeah, I suppose that's fine. So I will. 350 for that. That is a bit of a rip-off, but sure. Let's do it. So where is it? Over there. There you go. Let's leave. So let's go to the next city. And that is the ambition done. Alright, let's see, what do we have? We have here, we have a caravan. I might take that, depending on where it's going. It's going to the west, to Schwarzburg. So that's not where we are going. However, it does have a weaponsmith and an armorer, so I think I will actually take this. My plans have changed. Let's just go ahead and take it immediately. Also, again, allows me to train people. Okay, do I want anything else? Currently, I'm not crafting anything, for example, so get the hell out of there. And let's see, who has completed training? Who is possibly still in there? Let's get you out of there, if that's the case. No one, it seems. Alright, well, let's go with 7 scouts and 5 hunters. And this time, if we do get necrosavants or something, I suppose I will defend the caravan. Also double check that I have nets. Yes, I do. Okay, hoping to spawn something nice for us. While on the road, you come across a crowd of people huddled around a mound of earth. Getting closer, you realize that it's a funeral. One of the attendees turns to look at you.
Did you know him? Did you fight by his side?
You shake your head and start cutting into the crowd to see the man himself. You find a man looking about as old as the dead can look. He's got a terrifically sharp and glinting sword running along his chest with his grubby, warm foot fingers clutching the pommel. Alretieren joins your side and whispers,
That's a pretty nice looking weapon there. Just saying.
Let's not. We don't need that. Definitely not. We have enough money as it is. Next ambition though. So let's see. I have 1 Hammermaster. I suppose I could get 2. However, we could just take no ambition here, it doesn't really matter. Could also do the arena, I suppose, but then again, don't need to do it. I'm not going to be fighting another mercenary band anytime soon. Maybe if we get the Noble War, then eventually, but I don't know. Will the run even last that long? We'll see. I'll just go with no ambition this time. Let's channel the dude from the Big Lebowski. Just take it easy. Okay, and let's go 8 times speed as well. Patrol radius is pretty large. Orc marauders are headed kind of our way, but they're very far. They are on the road now, so we might be fighting them. Seems unlikely though. Yeah, it's not going to happen. There was a champion there. Oh well. Let's see if we have anything here. And as I break camp, I do see that 4 people have completed training. Very nice. So let's take a look. Sancho has completed and gains Iron Jaw. That's okay. Alright, I suppose you've earned your place with us, despite how disappointed I am in your melee skill. So gets a perk point. I haven't actually planned this out, I suppose. Might take Immovable Object. Might take Steadfast. Strength in numbers is yet another way of getting some hit chance. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Could also take a Rebound. Vengeance is pretty good, but I'm still using just a tip staff. Would like to get like a better staff. Quick step is okay. I'll go with strength in numbers. It's pretty important to be able to hit things when you're trying to staff days. Okay, so next up, you completed. Giselmar has gained Strong. Pretty nice, plus 10 max fatigue. Let's see. Mark it down like this. And perk point, I suppose, goes into muscularity. And then we'll still get 2 more by level 12. And then 1 more at level 16, I believe. Right, and Ludwig has also completed, gains Survivor. Which probably will never do anything, but anyways. Also, you can change these, it seems. When you look at the training progress here. Can change trained trait in settlements, it says. So we are headed to a settlement, so I guess I can take a look at that. If I still remember. I'll try to remember. Since some of these are pretty useless, to be honest. Anyway, so 1 perk point. Nothing is currently planned. I have plenty of options though. So I did take Perfect Focus. More fatigue help would be nice. Second Wind is what I'm doing with Ludgardis. And in most fights that is definitely enough. However, in the very long fights, which are the minority of fights I suppose, Recover might be better. Since you can keep on using Recover, and Second Wind is only once per battle. What else could I take? For safety reasons, Resilient perhaps. I have Onslaught here as a blue option. That's because I suppose he has some initiative actually. 117. Thanks to Perfect Fit and Brawny, I suppose. Could also get Alert. Eventually. It's going to take a long while if I try to do something like that though. So, yeah, 117. I'm not sure. Rebound is alright. Definitely alright. I think I'll just go with the safety option. Take a resilient. I do like resilient a lot. Bartholomeus also completed. Gains martial. Plus 5% melee damage. To go along with lumbering for plus 15%. Alright, and sure, why not? Let's take the... Well, actually, No, let's take hay baling and polearm mastery. I was going to take resilient with him as well, but no, let's go with hay baling. And polearm mastery. Plus 3 for melee skill. Nice. I suppose probably takes the hit points out of these options. I could see any one of them, hit points, fatigue or resolve, being correct, however. I don't know. He does have mind over body. He doesn't have fortified mind, no stars in resolve, he's already level 10. Could do with some more fatigue help, but gets that from athlete, I suppose. He is lithe instead of nimble. So perhaps more hit points aren't that necessary. Okay, fine. Let's take the fatigue, actually. Right, and mark it down as well with a C. And you had already completed that. That's the old trait. And Helvig here isn't even training, so that's everyone for now. Event is nothing as usual. I suppose I'll take a look at the books. Berserk, crippling strikes, debilitate, assured conquest. That seems reasonably good for someone. Stick fighting is available. I don't think I'll be using more than 2 ever. And I already, I think, have a stick fighting book. Yes, I do, so let's not get that. Let's get the Berserk book, though. That seems good. And let's also take a look at the Fletcher. Alright. Broadhead arrows are available. I don't think I care, though. I might get the armor-piercing arrows, though. We do have armor-piercing bolts. Is it worth it, though? Against certain opponents, I suppose, yes. It is 5,000, though, so I think I will pass. I don't really need that. And we are headed to somewhere where I can spend money easily. Hopefully, at least. Let's set up camp again. I will once again assign the ones who have completed training out of the training tent. Since they aren't getting that much from it anymore. Then again, the other tasks are currently kind of useless as well, so I don't know. Does it even matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. Let's keep them there, actually. Let's just move out. Nearly to our destination. There we are. I mean, you do gain experience points from training after you've completed training, so, well, completed the training course. So I suppose it's not a waste. Anyways, so Baldwin leveled, level 13 now. Let's go with hit points. Rikhara, the King's Guard, has reached level 12, gains 2 perk points. I might save them because I think she might get some added perk trees once the event triggers that makes her an actual King's Guard instead of a cripple. We shall see though. Can I find anything that I absolutely want at this time? Not really, I don't think. Why do I have in the zone here? I mean, I suppose that that might happen, yes. I do have 79 initiative, maybe. If your initiative is higher than twice your armor's weight, you start the battle with stacks equal to your armor's weight above 15. So if I make this slightly heavier, I'll get more of a bonus. And it should, with 79 initiative, already be good enough. Yeah, I suppose I'll take in the zone. Let's see how it works out for Rikhara here. Maybe keep this perk point though. I'll keep it for a while at least. Right, next up Ketul, level 11. Yet another +3 melee skill roll. Pretty good. Takes Mace Mastery. 74 is a bit low for melee skill, but is getting +12 from Browbeater's Bludgeon. Next up, Rodelinda, level 9. Has reached 15 base melee defense, that is lowered though. -3 from Death Wish. So it's actually at 12. Anyways, let's see here. Muscularity definitely an option. Athlete for fatigue purposes. If I want to commit to polearms, then polearm mastery. Why do I have faint green? I don't know. It's really not something that I'll necessarily even take. Let's mark it in blue instead. I suppose I'll get muscularity. That will work with any weapon anyways. Henrike, level 12. And perk point goes, I suppose, into heightened reflexes. So I could also take like a Wind Reader. Or Assured Conquest. Or Crippling Strikes. I mean, I don't know. Is this even that good? The initiative will go down as the battle drags on. I don't know. Could take like favorite enemy goblin, but I'm not that keen on fighting them again. Second wind for fatigue purposes, maybe. Perfect focus actually a maybe as well. Not yet though. Also would like to have like athlete to help out with that. Wind Reader is definitely okay. I'll just go with crippling strikes. Alright, and that is everyone that I want to level. Well, apart from Helwig, I guess. Let's do this. But yeah, Helwig is in the reserves now, so I don't know. Wait until I get like peddler books or something for him. Or her. Anyways. Armorer first. So we have a padded tunic. Pretty good. We have a nimble layer. That is so cheap. I will definitely get that. I guess I'll get the imperishable protector padded tunic as well. Okay, so a couple of okay nimble helmets. Do I need them, however? This is vision -0. It is -4 fatigue though, instead of -3. So let's take a look. We have Lithe, Battleforged, Lithe, Battleforged, Battleforged. Lithe. Lithe, Lithe. Nimble. I don't actually have that many nimble people. I have plenty of Lithe, though. Anyways, let's take a look at the weapons first. Maybe I'll spend so much money that I won't be buying any armor. Alright. We have a polearm. It's pretty good. Has enhanced damage as well as more chance to hit head. Might get that. 9,400. Then we have a pretty bad Sway Hunter. Definitely will not be getting that. Don't care about this shovel. Pretty good one-handed hammer. I don't really care though, I don't think. Enhanced damage dagger. No one's a dagger user though. I actually, never mind. I do have a dagger user eventually. In Arnold. That's not like the best weapon I could find for him, but it's decent enough. So I suppose I will get that. Fencing sword, it's alright. Enhanced damage is not present, however does ignore more armor. And has -3 fatigue cost. I'll get the dagger at least and probably the polearm. So let's see here. I already have plenty of famed polearms though. If I want to do single target damage instead, I suppose I could use the new one on Luthgardis. Still not quite completely optimal for her build with perfect focus. Ideally get something with -3 fatigue cost per use. Anyways, there is a lot of merit to doing the reaping as well though. In certain fights at least. Well, anyways, I have the money, so I suppose I'll get this. Perhaps leave the rest of these weapons though. And I'll go ahead and give Arnold his new knife. There you go. So let's see. Damage-wise. So it does deal way more armor damage. Otherwise, though, isn't that good. I can still sell it back as well. Maximum damage is higher, but the minimum damage is way lower. than both of these ones. It is better than this though. Most likely Rodelinda will be going with polearms, but the jury is still out. Kind of weird to find that weapon and then not really have a clear candidate for it. This makes more sense for Ludwig as well. Anyways, I suppose I'll keep it. We might fight like Alps or something, and currently I suppose it is better than this, for example. The Sickle of the Stars. So go ahead and get that, I guess. Let's actually compare this as well, this raw number here. Yeah, damage-wise... Well, it does have the plus chance to hit head. That is something to take into account, I guess. So you could do like a headhunter type thing with it. And if you also have like hair splitter, which these days I suppose you can get from a book, then you can definitely do things with that. Anyways, I suppose, yeah, let's use it on Rodelinda for now, and then we'll see. We'll see. I also have this nimble stuff now. I mean, probably sure. Unless, let's see. No, that's yeah, I did it like this for Luthgardis. This guy is lithe. Okay, sure, why not? Kettle, you get that. He can even fit 2 more weight. So I could get like a heavier helmet at least. Or a heavier number 1 layer. Anyways, this is good enough for now. How about the tunic? Maybe I'll just give it to Herbert. I mean, he is the main character. He's a bit underwhelming, but he is the main character. So let's go ahead and do it. So now minus 22, minus 11, still within lithe values. And let's see about the helmets. Do I need those famed helmets that we have for sale? Guess I can still make use of them, at least one of them. Yeah, I suppose so. Let's get like both of them, I guess. Both of these, not this one. It's too heavy for my liking. Okay. And let's see. So already using a famed helmet on Herbert. This is fine. Minus 2 here. I can go heavier, so might as well use one of these. Let's go with the slightly heavier helmet for Kettle. He does have steel brow, but anyways. It's perhaps a bit of a waste when you have steel brow to use that there, but let's use it anyway. Gets him to the perfect nimble fatigue penalty value as well. And then we have this thing. So let's see, what did you have? Kind of the same item actually. This guy's Battleforged. Rikhara has a better one actually. Yeah, Ludwig, you can get this one. Alright, there we go. Now let's take a look at the marketplace. I could still get this, but I think I'll pass. I don't really need it. I usually avoid buying the Battleforged armors, even if they're famed, because they're so expensive. You can find so many of them in Legends anyway. There is also a shield here, I will pass on that. Okay, so we have another vicious book. Let's get it. Mind over body from a book. Maybe get that as well. At least if I don't have one already. I don't. Already have the juggler book, which I don't know if I'll ever even use it. Medium armor I will definitely take. That's perhaps even the most useful book because of perfect fit. Anyways, are we done here? Maybe we are. I'll get a bit of ammunition. Okay, and now finally let's get to the north, I guess. So go either northwest or northeast. We do have this orc camp here. I guess I could go for that as well. What I'll do though is head to Salamanderfest and then go north from there. Still have a bit of money. Maybe not enough to actually buy a famed weapon though. So maybe my logic is flawed. I see Webnects. 1. Okay, fine. Fine, we'll kill that redback. Okay. Should be an auto win. I mean, the game should just give me this auto win instead of me having to actually manually kill it like some kind of peasant. Anyway. Could wait for some surround bonuses, but I don't need to do that, so let's not. Aimed shot 95 instead hits kettle. Hooray. Okay, let's carry on. And out of these options, let's take the Orc Ambition. And it seems that Svanhildr, being a drunkard, has lost something, so it's not just a Gambeson, it was something else as well. Kind of wish that it showed me exactly what happened. I still don't have cocaine, but maybe just talking about it will be enough. And it was. Svanhildr now has a hangover. Alright, well there we go. Actually, it didn't. No, it didn't. This is not over. Never mind. I'm being silly. I am being silly. Yeah, you are still a drunk. Well, anyways. I suppose losing one of these armors, even if it was attached, even if it had like something like this attached to it, is not the end of the world. Would be nice to be able to get rid of that trait though. Also, I guess I'll take a quick look here. Is there someone who could use a book of some kind? So yeah, Rikara kind of... she has a perk point, so I guess maybe. Maybe the Berserk book? Yeah, sure. Let's have you read that. Especially when using this weapon with -3 fatigue cost. Okay, so Vicious. There you go. Let's take Berserk. Goes along with Patient Hunter. Gets fatigue help from Battle Flow. And Perfect Fit. So I have another one of those. Does anyone else want a Berserk book? Maybe Ludwig, maybe. How about actually Ludgardis? Then not... Well, then again. So many perks planned here. Not really. Kettle is, I guess, an option. Not the best option, but an option. Also have mind over body from a book, so think about that a little bit as well. Okay, Sancho actually is kind of a candidate. Does have fortified mind as well as 76 resolve. Would take up till level 16 though to benefit from both, so maybe not. Perhaps I don't currently have anyone who would be a clear good candidate. Yeah, I suppose not. Okay, let's just carry on. Triumphant music is playing because we have defeated one spider out in the wilderness. Okay, 11 unholds. I suppose I will. Not that exciting at this time in the run, but I guess I will. Let's see, do I bring Linda? Probably not. The better reasoning would be, is there a point in leaving someone else out? I guess Sancho isn't like that useful in a fight like this. You can't stun unholds, but does also have 61 melee defense. I still don't have anyone who's like a nimble, or rather an indom tank. Never bothered with that. I guess I could have made Kettle one, but I instead went with the maces. Anyways, we should have easily enough raw damage to deal with this without a dedicated tank. Let's do it not on the heels if I'm able to. Okay, so yeah, I don't really think there's basically any danger here, but we will be taking some damage. Getting thrown around. Anyways, I suppose we'll just go for it immediately. Can't attack with this guy unless I rotate. Just move there. It's going to be fine. I mean, if they, like, throw someone like, I don't know, maybe Rikara into the middle of some others, then I suppose there is the possibility of death. That would kind of suck, but... And then again, it would make the run a bit more exciting again as well. Definitely could have just backed off a bit to gain an advantage as well. But yeah, I don't think that's necessary. On this flank though, maybe some of these guys stay put. Let's use Alretieren as a tank here. Maybe take the high ground here. Yeah, that's fine, and I will manually activate Shield Wall. You can just stay put. Alright, choose a target of some kind. I mean, it's only unholds. Go for like, I don't know, it doesn't matter. That one. Use this ability perhaps. Yeah, sure. Some of them will of course regenerate any injuries that we provide. Okay, and these guys probably stay put. Sure, I will do so. Could move somewhere with Lutkardis, I guess. But yeah, just stay put. It's fine. Let's inspire... maybe Giselmar? We'll be getting dazed, probably, though. Ideally, I guess someone with higher initiative than the unholds. Nah, let us just do an archer, I guess. You stay put, don't do anything. $57, that's because of last stand. Astrid misses 2 out of 3 95s. Okay, stagger is fine, Daze is less fine, but also kind of fine. Okay, so Giselmar is not dazed. Let's inspire there. Spread the damage a little bit. Okay, wait. Easy. Six left. Okay, so if I kill too many of them, one of them might get away. I guess that's fine though. I can get in melee with it though, so I suppose I will. Let's allow none of them to escape. Okay, getting like, yeah, second wind or recover for Ludwig would be nice. It's going to be on level 16 though. Anyways, don't need his contribution in this battle. Not anymore. Well, technically never needed it. Okay, there we are. Looks like no one actually leveled. That's the old perk point. Right. Head on over to Salamander Feste. And let's take a look. Though, yeah, we don't actually have that much money anymore. And it seems like there isn't anything worth buying in any case. There's one famed helmet, and it's not even that good. I will get the copper ingots though. As well as ammunition. Well, one stack. One whole stack. Take a look at the books, but perhaps not get anything. We do have the Peddler book though. Now, if I really wanted to, I could also use this on Herbert, I guess, to get greed. Don't really need that though, but I suppose it's an option. But yeah, like I've said a few times, I guess I could get this to get more value out of What's Her Face in the reserves. So perhaps another medium armor book is here as well. How many of those do I have? It seems like one. One. I'm paying 600 per day, so I can't like... Well, I can get both of these books, I suppose. Well, I'll get the barter book at least. Now I have wages for 17 more days. I guess we can still go out into the wilderness. I'll get this medium armor book as well. Now we have wages for 14 days. How about if I sell something? Yeah, selling price is 18. That's good enough. Not fantastic, but good enough. Let's sell a few things. Like these unhold parts. Seems I don't actually have anything else. Well, that's fine. I'll keep these around, I guess. Then again, I don't need the Quatal dagger now that I have the famed dagger instead, so I'll sell that. Okay, and yeah, let's have Helwig here read the Peddler book. Don't really need the barter help. Honestly, we are not even getting that much from it, but what else could I have her read? Maybe some gathering. Potion brewer, something like that. But let's do this. Barter. Okay, and let's get trustworthy demeanor for plus 2% barter. And what else? I don't really care about off-book deal. Probably just convincing proposals. Well, yeah, let's get that. Okay, are we done in this place? I think we are. Guess I could make money still by buying this salt. A little bit. Also, I don't need this many. Unhold bones. Okay, I'll get the salt. Alright, let's head out. Let's scout here. Hopefully find a nice, juicy barbarian camp. Instead, we find a question mark camp. Maybe leave it there. We only have so much space in the inventory. And I'd like to be challenged. This is unlikely to be a challenge. Though I don't know what's inside, but it's close to civilization. Another one. This is a bit further away. I'll leave that one there as well, though. For now. Nothing. Few white wolves as well as ancient dead. So 3 white wolves. Not really a challenge at this point. Are they actually willing to fight? It seems like they are. Alright, well, sure. Don't even need to stun them, but I can. All of them are on the northern flank. Yeah, definitely shouldn't be a challenge at this point. I guess I'll wait for some... No, I don't. I can't. They have Battle Heart, so no surround bonuses. One of them is stunned. So this one, it seems, will be breaking free. Let's engage with Giselmar. Guess it doesn't matter which tile I take. I suppose I'll mark them. Yeah, I could have waited for that. Okay, actually could get in position to reap if they all stay put. I guess I will. So wait for Rikara to get out of the way. Let's not use perfect focus yet. I'll even inspire Lutkardis, I guess. We'll see. This one might actually be dead in time. And this one might footwork away. Yeah, I'll actually use the debilitate ability for once. With an aimed shot. You wait. Though if I don't wait, I probably definitely kill this one. Which is, I guess, perhaps worth it. So, never mind. Let's not reap. Let's not reap after all. Yeah, there we go. Okay, wait for a net again. Okay. Soon to be done with this. Oh, Astrid. Kind of silly to stun there, but I suppose it's the better option. Alright, once again, easy. Get plenty of stuff from that. Okay. So we do have the undead camp as well. Not sure I'm that interested in it though. Some legionaries, several honor guards, some gladiators. It could actually be a bit of a challenge. A bit. So maybe I'll do it. But let's take a look. White Wolf 2, Undead 7, Unhold 12. Okay, sure. It seems they're headed to the same party, and I wasn't invited. Anyways, I guess I'll do the undead camp here. And don't need to make any changes, though, I don't know, are these guys getting a bit annoyed? They are. Linda is, so let's leave someone out. Let's leave Rodelinda out and bring Linda instead. A meaningful change. And maybe Swanhilder as well. He's no longer hungover. Let's leave out Sutze. Also leave like one of the archers out there. Really not that good against Ancient Dead, so bring Rodelinda instead. I suppose I will. Also, I guess Arnold could go into the front line, have a frontline weapon instead. Like this for that for this battle. I'll leave Astrid out for once and bring Rodelinda. Okay, 16. Once again, the ancient gladiators going for the flank. Okay, so it's better to back off a little bit. I don't think we need to do that though. I'll do some rotations. Guess it doesn't matter if I use perfect focus or not. Let's use it. Get 2 attacks instead of 1. Okay, should have gone for this. Slight mistake there. Now I can't attack anything with good branch. Melee defense of 53. Underdog is there. I don't know. So I could step there. Do I benefit from that though? Maybe not. You also have the flankers coming in. I'll instead go for this one. Okie dokie. We have reached a point in the run where most fights are pushovers. Mostly, I guess, thanks to the training equipment. As well as the ludicrous prizes that we have gotten. So yeah, not this fight as well. Not really a challenge, sadly. Anyways. Maybe we'll find a nice, big, juicy barbarian camp. After this. Hopefully. Okay, so 7 left. Six left. Okay. Can't really think of anything valuable, anything meaningful to say. Just wish the game was a little bit more challenging. Like the beginning of the run was. It's nice to feel powerful, but not when it's all the time. Anywho, just one left. And there we are. Okay, a couple of level ups out of that. And no famed items. Alright. So yeah, we have this place here. It's probably more undead. And it's unlikely to be that exciting. So maybe skip that one. Anyways, good brand, level 11. Let's do the net thing first, though. So I don't forget. Okay, and what perk does he take? Muscularity is not quite as good for this guy as it is for some others. Fatigue help could be okay. Does have berserk, does already have mind over body though. How about just committing to access? Yeah, I should have one axe specialist so I can deal with scrots. Ideally 2 actually, but let's get at least 1. So let's go with access for you. And That means that I need a new weapon for Baldwin. What will it be? Well, I guess I can use this skull hammer on him for a while until I find something better. And also let's get probably, let's see, smashing shields next level. Yeah, let's get that. Very helpful against Scrots. Okay, and didn't really take that much damage there, but let's camp for a bit. Can also salvage things to make room, mostly. Don't need tools at the moment, but making room is important. Okay, it seems that the white unholds want to fight. I guess I will. I guess I will. But let's do it here. So we did have trouble a while ago against white unholds. Now I shouldn't have any. I don't think we will. So I do have a level for Linda here. Level 9. Has been a bit underwhelming, but I guess that kind of goes without saying when you don't have stars in melee skill. Has reached 83 though. Also, this is a character that could make use of perfect focus. Do I have that from a book? I do not currently. In any case... probably just gets perfect fit at this point. Yeah, I'll do that. 123 initiative, actually. Let's mark Onslaught in blue and Dodge in blue. And I guess Relentless as well. We'll see, maybe. Anyways, yes, Unholds headed our way. We already dealt with your southern cousins. I guess we can deal with you as well. Maybe I'll give them enough respect to back off a little bit here to gain an advantage. Since we don't really get any advantage from advancing on them ourselves. So I will do so. Let's back off in this direction. Let's do maybe just one tile. Yeah, let's do just one. One tile. Or thereabouts. You can do that though. You, I guess, can just inspire someone for next round. Let's do Giselmar. Okay, do your worst. I am not afraid. Oh, please get further than that, though. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Closer, please. Okay, that's kind of good. Well, anyways, I will be fighting where we are. No more backing off. Okay, dazed and staggered and... well, actually not staggered, but dazed and stunned. Fair enough. Double stagger for Sancho. Like a rag doll. Anyways, let's kill these things. Could have positioned better, could have played better, but once again, I don't think it will matter. So instead, I'll just do it like this. Might need to rotate with that out of there. With someone. Actually, just move back there. Was that the first kill you ever got, Swanhilder? No, you have 8. I just don't remember any of them. Okay, you just hold on there and possibly get stunned. Well, move there, actually, in front of Wifted. Silly unholds. The time has passed for me to be afraid. It's you who should be afraid. Who the hell do I inspire? So many options, but a few of them are bad. Or actually, surprisingly many of them are bad. I suppose if I inspire Rand, he will get to attack at least. Let's do that. Right, and with Herbert, I guess I might rotate one of these guys. Do it like this. Once again, running out of things to say. Mayhaps I'm just not that talkative today. Okay, Ludwig is out of fatigue. So yes, perfect focus does definitely have a price. Anywho, 7 left. Getting thrown around. Not that it matters. Matters slightly here. Anyways, 5 left. Soon to be done. Easy. Okay, there we go. There we go. Yet another easy fight. Did anyone level up? It seems like the answer is no, but the answer is actually yes, because 50th is level 13. I'll still keep this perk point. Camp for a bit. Okay, that's good enough. At max tools, but I am spending them as I repair. There we go. So let's see, can we find barbarians? Instead we find these question mark camps, which most likely contain undead. Yet another one. We might be getting the undead crisis, actually. As the next one. You find Baldwin struggling to set himself down on a tree stump. As he gingerly lowers, you see his legs quaking as though they can barely bend at all. He lets out a long sigh after he takes his seat. His sword is beside him. Well, I guess he still keeps a sword somewhere. It is younger than the hands that own it, a replacement of a replacement of a replacement. He shows no fondness for it, but when he touches it, you sense there is a reflection in the very idea of a sword, of how a man lengthens himself with it, and how he shortens others by its very blade. You turn to leave, hoping to give the swordmaster time to himself, but he notices your departure and calls out, "Hey there, Captain. Didn't mean for you to see that." "How are you doing?" He leans back, rubbing one of his knees with a calloused hand. A bit of wind throws his tufts of great hair around. "Old, that's how I'm doing. And I don't mean my age. By the years, I've been old for a while now. I mean I'm old in the bones. I suppose I get by on reputation a lot more than skills these days." You immediately disagree, telling him that he's one of the deadliest men you've ever met. "Save the niceties for the women, Captain. My vision's going. You probably don't want to hear that, but it is. My lead foot doesn't step like it used to. The knee clicks. seizes up. One day, that is going to cost me. My off hand has no feeling. The Swordmaster clenches and unclenches his free hand. Feel anything? Nothing. I suppose the nerves are dying. And sometimes I forget things. I don't mean where I left my boots either. I forget if there is someone standing behind me or not. My sense of my surroundings, my real blade, has been dulled. For all my speed and instinct, it was time that has crept upon me, slow and steady, with no heat nor cold to give it away. It simply was, and is, and will be. I always thought I'd be bested by another swordsman, someone of talent, but I suppose I was too good for that. Swordmaster grins playfully. You ask if he fears a death with no honor. I realized a long time ago that when you become someone of my reputation, any route to death is going to be a disappointing one. They'll write it in the books how someone below my stature slew the great swordmaster. It's hogwash. If you want the truth, I'll tell ya. I fear what I know is coming, that my body will betray me in the last moments. With time at its side, my body is what is going to kill me. The knee will lock, the grip will loosen, the shoulder will weaken. I don't fear death. I was too good for death, so death will have to wait. My body is going to kill me first. Then death can have what's left. The sorry, blackened sod. The writers and historians, peace on them. If I wanted eternal glory, I would have fought an army by myself. From what I heard, you did. The old swordmaster smiles. Oh, get off it, Captain. Now help me up, so we can get back on the road. Old Wintermaster has gotten older. Time marches on. Okay, so yes, there we go. The first one of the Swordmasters is now old. +10 resolve. -10 hit points. Fatigue, initiative and vision. Alright, so not fantastic, but there we go. The rest of them will follow suit at some point. Ancient Spire, let's take a look. Okay, there is a barbarian camp. Yeah, that might be actually interesting. We'll see. Let's go take a look. Sadly, this as well seems to be on the easier side of things. A little bit disappointed. Anyways, I guess I'll deal with it. And then we'll probably leave the north for a while. Perhaps forever, who knows? So it is nighttime. I will, I guess, wait for daytime. Doesn't really matter that much, but it matters a little bit. I guess I will. And also, let's bring Astrid again, I think. Let's leave Linda out of this. We'd also bring Sütze, but I will not. Though it's definitely debatable which one of these characters is more useful, but then again, in this fight, it doesn't really matter. Again. Okay, let's sleep for a bit. And by sleep I mean train and do things. They might even spawn a wandering patrol while we camp here next to it. In which case we get into a tougher fight, but they didn't. Azur has completed training and gains Iron Jaw. More importantly, also yes, I forgot. I forgot to change the traits that we have gotten from training. Well, anyways, Azur has a perk point. Let's spend it on something. Maybe just perfect fit, actually. Yeah, I'll take perfect fit. Okay, let's kill some barbarians. 17 of them. So we have a couple of chosen and some regular armored unholds. Very easy at this point, to be honest. They even have a thrall. 2 of them, actually. Pathetic. Should be a little bit careful with Rikhara, though. Getting hit in the head by a chosen is not very nice, especially without steel brow. Arnold here is reasonably tanky, even with just 78 hit points. I will use some nets again. I guess I'd rather not get hit by that, so let's slow the chosen down. Poor barbarians. They try so hard. I'll just go for the Beastmaster here, I suppose. Okay, that is slightly problematic for Arnold. Slightly. Vengeance hit from this hammer. Pretty nice. Ridiculous. Okay, so I guess I will let the drummer go. Let's kill these ones though. And we are done. Okay. The north sadly was a bit of a disappointment. I guess we might still be able to find a tougher camp though. Maybe. Okay. And once again, no famed items. Well, fair enough. It was easy. Easy. Kind of easy. If I say it 3 times, then I definitely mean it. Well, I'll take a look here, but if there's nothing that interesting, then I suppose I might just leave. It seems there's nothing at all. More unholds. These ones I'll allow to exist. Throw them back into the pond. Let them grow for a bit. Okay, let's go to Tang Wall. At this point, I suppose I should also head back to Schwanstadt to sell things. Yet again, Legends is offering me the witch, and yet again I will say keep your distance. Though you can obviously, well, kind of obviously use the Vala without using the magic abilities. There's a caravan here going to Ellenberg. Sadly, I will not have any money. Really? Well, not much money to buy anything. I guess I can spawn some trade goods though, so I will take that actually. And it's going the right way, so sure. Never mind. Never mind, I change my mind often. I will, I suppose, also salvage a few things. Okay. I do wish, I would like it if the mid to late game of Legends scaled more. See some wandering groups of barbarians here. They're pretty much of a joke, though, for the company. And as such, obviously they will not attack us. Right, made it here. And Swanhilder has completed training and gains unpredictable. Now I could do this pact with witches, and definitely it would be easy enough, but I don't think I feel like it. Anyways, Giselmar has leveled, level 11 now. Nice level. Does he need more fatigue? Not necessarily. Will get old at some point though. And more resolve, while okay, doesn't help that much. We are going to fight some Hexen though at the Witch Hut, so maybe. Maybe it is more useful to have that. 9 fatigue to use the cleave. As rebound. I do have mind over body from a book though, don't I? I also have flail mastery for battle flow. I could give this guy one of those actually at the moment. I think I will. And let's go with battle flow. I think that's more reliable. Though he does have fortified mind as well. But battle flow is only 1 perk. Fortified mind plus mind over body is 2. So I'll get battle flow. And let's just get the fatigue. And take battle flow here. There you go. And next up, Bartholomeus, level 11. .40 melee defense. A little bit of a strange build here. Once again, a frontline capable polearm. 75 is a bit low, but does have hay baling. Let's take Berserk. Spanhilder completed. And the perk point. I suppose she also needs a book of some kind. Maybe a Berserk book. Do I still have that? Yes, I do. Let's take a look at the others though. Most likely just use the Berserk book, but maybe there's something else here. Nope, let's take Berserk. Now you are vicious. Like Lou Reed once sang. Anyways, so many conditions here that it's not worthwhile to buy anything. Let's move out. Horse race event. We do not have a dumb bro though, so no. Okay, so head back to Schwanstadt, sell things, be rich again, and then maybe we'll go here next time. Deal with some orcs and maybe even find the witch hut. We can definitely do that now. Okay, brigands. It's an easy group. So I should kill them. I guess I will, but that will be next time actually. So when we come back, kill these brigands, take their loot, and then we'll sell it here. And then we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.